A lot of artists lose interest, burn out, or quit altogether when it comes to drawing, for whatever reason that may be. Sometimes it's just a lack of motivation, hence art burn. Sometimes they find a new passion, whether it's music, writing, some other form of creativity. But for others, the joy gets sucked out of drawing for whatever reason that may be. But in this video, we're going to be talking about when others dictate what you draw. And as every artist does, we use our imagination to draw. If we have an idea, we want to put that onto paper. If we have some sort of thought we want to convey to the world, we will end up, drawing it, as that's what being an artist is. Of course, there's like the 20% of the time where you're like at a job and you have to draw something specific. You know what I'm saying? Those types of things. That's what I'm talking about right now. But we draw what we like to draw because that's why we became artists, to express our creativity through art. The key word there is our creativity. The our creativity. However, there are many cases where people are told what and how to draw. This could happen in a lot of different ways. So I'm going to talk about like one or two different ways this could happen, but at the end of the day, they all have the same outcome of the artist ends up quitting because the joy again is sucked out of art. And the creativity is lost, and that's what being an artist is. So if you take the creativity out of it, you are basically fucked. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is social media standards. Now, normally I wouldn't talk about this one in this video, but I have talked about it. I've dabbled in it a little bit in the past videos that I've made. A lot of people feel they have to please the people. And of course, this isn't every artist. I'm not saying every artist pleases the people and posts to please the people. But I feel for some, in order to grow, they have to please the people. So let's say someone draws cats, but the people want anime men. So now they feel like they have to draw anime men in order to keep up the standard and in order to not fall off the earth, This issue, though, can mainly be solved by just not doing it. I said this before, but every type of art has like a fan base. So if you want to draw cats for a living, you will find a fan for cats. It might take a little longer because what's trending right now isn't always what you should draw. But I've seen many cases where someone will have an art style, and I'll say it progressively change over time to abide by what the people want. And of course, some artists like this. Some artists are happier doing it this way, and that's fine with me. I don't care about that. Talking about people who feel like they have to do that when they don't want to. I personally have been a victim of this myself. It wasn't too drastic though, and I just was able to shift myself. But I talked about this in my why I don't use color art, where I felt like I had to color for the sake of coloring, and that's what everyone was doing. And then I said, fuck it, I'm gonna do what I want to do, and it made me happier with drawing. So and again, I found some people have been commenting on my posts and they like my art, and I'm like, okay, cool, this is what I like to draw and people like it. This is nice. I'm happy. I don't have to force myself to color when I don't want to color. So you don't have to force yourself to draw anime men when you don't want to draw anime men. If you want to draw cats, Another case I've seen this is when they are dictated by their peers, whether it be your parents, your art teachers, your friends, someone who you consider to be like a good source of like, you know what I'm trying to say. I don't even know how to fucking say this, but so let's say you're good at drawing landscapes, right? And that's what you've been drawing for a couple years and you're really liking it, and then suddenly you're like, I kind of want to draw something else. So you get into realism. Let's say you really just like drawing portraits of people, portraits of animals, portraits of something in the realism style, right? So you've been doing that for a couple months, and people are approaching you, like your family, your peers, your teachers, people like that are noticing your change of art, and they're like, wow, when did you stop doing landscapes? You were really good at that. And that one sentence can have varying different effects depending on how much it's said. That sentence can lead to an artist feeling like their current art isn't as good as their older art, so they have to go back to their older art to get recognition. And it could also lead to, an artist just quitting right then and there. But it's basically the same solution as the other one. Just draw what you want to draw, and you'll find a niche. And not niche, sorry. You'll find a community. People around you will often try and compare you to your old art. When I first started drawing, I'm gonna say it. I drew some freaky ass shit, bro. I don't really draw that stuff anymore because I'm not really, into that. To say that, but that doesn't define my art career now. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, my art career now is not what it used to be, and I take pride in my new art, and I'm not going to let anyone tell me to go back to what I used to draw. Just like how you should not let anybody tell you what to draw. Okay? If you want to draw something, you draw it. A lot of people feel pressured to draw what people want, and that simply is not what being an artist is. Being an artist is to express yourself as you are the artist. You are the only person in control of your own mind and your own creations. Don't feel pressured by anyone on what you should draw and how you should draw. Don't let anybody tell you that painting is better than wood burning, so do painting. If you want to do wood burning, do wood burning. Don't let people tell you how to draw, okay? A lot of people will say that digital art is better than traditional. I don't give a fuck. If I want to draw traditional, I'm going to draw traditional, all right? And that's how everyone should be. Don't let anyone sway your opinion on how to draw or what you want to draw. It's your mind, your creativity. It's used for you. Your creativity is for you to express yourself, not for you to express what other people want to express but can't themselves. I hope that makes sense. It makes sense when I said it, but yeah. Don't seek to please people with your artwork. Seek to please yourself. That's the first thing you gotta please. Now that's about it for this video, to be honest. But like I said, if you have like a job or you have to do something, that's fine. That's totally different. Totally fucking different. But yeah, that's it. Peace out.